Hello, I'm Antonio, and I am going to show you guys my flowchart that I made on how to wash dishes. Um, so, the first part of my flowchart starts off, and it shows the beginning of the process with this oval shape, which is the start of a flowchart, or start of a process in a flowchart. And first step is to organize your dishes into piles. And whenever you have your dishes built up, there's plenty of them inside of the sink, so you got to take them out and sort them: bowls with bowls, plates with plates, forks and spoons together, cups with cups, so on and so forth. Second step is to fill up your sink with soap and water, which is pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you plug up the drain, and then fill up the sink with hot, warm water, and add soap. The third step is to put your dishes in the soap and water and let sit for 5 minutes. So, typically I like to start with plates, bowls. I put forks and spoons on the bottom, and I let them sit for a good minute. I said 5 because that's pretty reasonable, but I like to let them sit. It helps get all that junk off of them, if there is any, and makes them easier to wash in the long run. The fourth step is to hand wash each dish with a rag or sponge. I use a sponge, but I know not everyone does, so I included a rag. You take every single dish and you wipe them down with the soapy water, rinsing them back and forth in between the water and wiping down, making sure that you don't miss any spots, getting all the food and all the junk off of them, making sure you cover all the spots with the soap and the water. The fifth step is to make sure that they're clean. So after you wash them, sometimes you can miss stuff on them. There's little specks of food that sometimes you miss just because it's a little more difficult to get off than others. If they are clean, then you can go ahead and go on to the sixth step. If not, then you go back to the fifth step and wash again, and then check if they're clean. So if it is yes, you go to the sixth step, which is to rinse your dishes. You move your dishes to the sink over, and they're going to be covered in soap and in soapy water, and you don't want that drying on there, so you gotta rinse off all the soap that's on the dishes. Once you rinse them off, you can then move to the seventh step, which is putting them in the drying rack. And you let your dishes dry for a little while. Typically, I let them dry overnight because I do my dishes at night. And by the time in the morning, they should be dry and ready to put away. Some people use a rag to dry them, but I let mine dry, air dry. And once they're dry, you move to the eighth step, which is putting your dishes away in the cupboard and the drawers. I put my plates, bowls, cups in the cupboards, and my forks and spoons in the drawers. And once you do that, your dishes are completely done, and that's how you wash your dishes.